Starting a business? Exciting. Running out of money before you even begin? Not so exciting. South African entrepreneurs, if you've been wondering how to get funding for your startup, you're in the right place. Today we're unpacking everything you need to know about who needs funding, when to apply, and the different types of funding in South Africa. And most importantly, how to actually get that money. Oh, and if you don't want to stress about funding, we're also covering businesses you can start with zero capital. So let's get into it. Alright, first things first. Do you even need funding? Not every entrepreneur does. And going for funding when you don't actually need it can put unnecessary pressure on your business. So let's break it down. You need funding if your business requires stock, equipment, or premises to start. If you want to scale fast, so hiring, expanding, or stocking up. Or if you need specialized equipment or tech, like in manufacturing, healthcare, or AI-driven startups. Or if you have strong business model but cash flow is a problem. Or if you're in an industry with high upfront costs, like real estate, agriculture, or logistics. But wait, what if you don't actually need funding? If you are just starting out, you might not need a massive investment. You might just need a laptop, Wi-Fi, and a plan. Now let's look at businesses you can start without funding. Think you need a big budget to start a business? Think again. Here are some businesses you can start with almost zero capital. Freelancing. If you have a skill like writing, graphic design, coding, then you can start today. Dropshipping and e-commerce, you can sell products online without holding stock. Digital marketing agency, you can offer SEO, social media management, and ads. Print-on-demand businesses, you can sell custom t-shirts, mugs, phone cases with no upfront investments needed. Home-based services, tutoring, catering, cleaning services, all are low startup cost businesses with very high demand. So before you stress about raising capital, ask yourself, can I maybe start small and then grow from there? Alright, now let's look at when should entrepreneurs start looking for funding. Timing is everything when it comes to funding. Apply too early and you are likely to get rejected. Apply too late and you might miss out a golden opportunity. So here's when to start looking for funding. During the pre-launch stage, you will need to apply for funding if you need funding to develop a prototype, especially for tech startups. If you need capital for equipment or initial inventory, if your business requires heavy research and development. And then during the early stage, so your first 6 to 12 months, you might need funding if you've tested your product and need funding to scale up, or if you need working capital for daily expenses, or if you're landing big contracts but need upfront capital to deliver. And then during the growth stage, which is the first 1 to 3 years, if your business is profitable but needs capital to expand, or you also need funding if you're looking to hire or launch new products or open in new locations, or if you are ready for investors. And then during the maturity and scaling stage, you'll probably need funding if your business has a proven track record and wants to expand internationally, for example, or if you need capital for acquisitions or major expansion moves. But here's a big warning. If you apply for funding too early without a solid business model, you most likely get rejected, so make sure your business is investment ready. Alright, let's look at the types of business funding in South Africa. Now that you know when to look for funding, let's talk about where to get it. Here are the 4 main ways South African entrepreneurs can fund their businesses. There are government grants and funding. If you qualify, you might not have to pay back some of these. Let's look at the options. They include SEFA, so Small Enterprise Financial Agency. They give loans and grants for small businesses. Then there is the National Empowerment Fund, or NEF. They focus on Black-owned businesses. And then there's DTIC grants, government incentives for different industries. These grants are great, but the application process can be long. Make sure your business plan is strong. There's also bank loans and alternative lenders. So if you're an established business with a track record, banks like FNB, Absa, Standard Bank, or Capitec offer small business loans. If banks aren't an option, check out Lulaland or Retail Capital for alternative funding. We also have angel investors and venture capital. If you're looking for investors, join angel networks like Josie Angels or pitch to venture capital firms like Knife Capital. Just remember, you'll have to give up a piece of your company. And lastly, we have crowdfunding and bootstrapping. Platforms like Thunder Fund or Backabari and Rise.Africa, that's Uprise.Africa, let you raise money from the public. And if that's not your thing, bootstrapping is always an option. So that's when you use your own money and reinvest your profits. So how do you get started with funding? Alright, so if you are ready to apply for funding, here's how to do it the right way. First, assess your business needs. Do you really need funding, or can you start lean? 2, identify the right funding option. Is it grants, loans, investors? So pick the best fit for you. 3, prepare your business plan. Make sure it's investor ready with clear financials. 4, get your financials in order. Banks and investors love good bookkeeping. 5, apply for funding. Follow application processes carefully and follow up. Funding can be a game changer, but only if you do it right. Before applying, make sure your business is ready, scalable, and financially sound. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. If you need more funding guidelines, subscribe to Digitise SA or visit our website at digitisesa.co.za for expert insights and grant updates and more. In our next episode, we're diving deep into government grants in South Africa, who qualifies and how to apply, so don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications, and let's build successful businesses together.